Mr. Gan Thiam Poh.
Speaker, sir, thanks for allowing me to speak in support of the motion of thanks to the President. I was moved when the President reminds us that we are an exceptional country. Sometimes, some of us take our existence, rights, and privilege for granted because we compare ourselves with other developed nations of the world. But as we all know, we don't have what they have. No hinterland, no natural resources, not even enough natural resources for water. Due to these insufficiencies, despite our stability, prosperity, and progress, anxiety and insecurity about our future surface from time to time. On quite a number of occasions, people I met asked me whether Singapore will be able to continue to survive and if a bright future would remain for our children. One person I met recently asked if Singapore would continue to do well in 20 years' time. I think citizens all over the world ask themselves similar questions about our nation's economics and political future, but not questions about their country's existence and survival. I don't think any of our ASEAN neighbors have any doubt that their countries will still be around for their future generations, regardless of political turmoil or economic crisis. My answer to the questions about our existence is another question. What is our raison d'etre? There are many answers to these questions, including our roles as a global transportation, commerce, and financial hub. It all boils down to our usefulness and relevance to the world. Therefore, as long as we have value, our survival is guaranteed. And when we add value, we thrive. Every generation has to find its own raison d'etre. Because we are so small and there are so few of us, literally we have to work exceptionally well as a team. In all the best teams, leaders and team members are constantly communicating and updating one another to facilitate the necessary adjustments and corrections. We must keep channels of feedback open and continuously address the issues affecting our people. People have to be able to trust our leadership and government, which must remain honest, have integrity, and be free from corruption. Our leaders must exercise fiscal prudence and grow our reserves, which is absolutely vital for long-term survivals and stabilities. We need to keep our currency stable and strong to counter imported inflations, so that we will have more levels with which to manage local inflations and cost of living. Very importantly, the governments must ensure a fair and equitable system for all, which will assure Singaporeans and motivate everyone to put in his best effort. They will be able to see that there are multiple paths to success and unlimited opportunities. As long as they work hard, they can be assured of outward social mobility. Even better, the government has put in place a framework to make guidance and assistance available to all, such as SkillsFuture and Adapt and Growth programs. Perhaps the government can look into providing such guidance and assistance services permanently to Singaporeans. How do we resolve the inherent conflict between meritocracy, which rewards ability, skill, and talent, and the resultant income inequality, through compassion and inclusiveness, A compassionate committee, which is inclusive of people from different strata, will help to ensure our country's stability and success. Life is like a marathon. When 1 hour's trip and fall, we should stop to help him get up again so that we can continue the race together. It's important that our system has values such as mutual support and cohesiveness. This is the essence of nationhood. In the face of challenges posed by a destructive, innovative economy, we need to ensure that Singaporeans can manage such rapid advancements confidently and leverage upon them for our benefits and life improvement. We shall not be limited by our physical and ability constraints. The disadvantaged can also benefit from technological innovations and get elevated socially. Increasingly, in an integrated globalized economy, opportunities are no longer limited by borders. The cost of living remains one of the key concerns among those I meet. Perhaps it would be good to reach out to every household in the low and lower middle income with guidance and assistance. In relation to the GST vouchers, we have PGOs that did a good job to support the PGs. A similar approach could be considered to ensure that such households are assured of attention and assistance by the government. The government also needs to keep in tune with the younger generations, ensure that the policies are up to date, that could be tailored to meet the aspirations and they are vital to our nation building. We need to continue to strive for real income increase and guard against the rise in cost of living. The impact on the middle and lower income group may not be easily eliminated by redistributions through grants and subsidies. The lower income groups are not only affected financially, but emotionally and psychologically, and they persist escalating prices, pushing items beyond their reach. We have to put in more effort to monitor the challenges faced by our lower income and middle income groups closely, and policies are updated to ensure that their aspirations are within reach. Perhaps a new scheme or household transformation map. You have industry transformation. I think we can consider household transformation map in totalities or all relevant programs that can be looked at by the PMO to reach out to all these families to assist and guide them to achieve their aspirations. This outward mobility elevator, instead of poverty elevator, will be a step forward in building a cohesive and progressive nation. There are many good policies and schemes that benefit Singaporeans. Example, our BTO prices pegged against the average income of an income group, various housing grant, special employment credit, job credit, and various MOM schemes to help our workers. This should be continued. There could be further think-out-of-box approach for existing policies. Example, to reduce the existing childcare grant to include parents who left workforce temporarily to look after their young children, and to grandparents, nanny, babysitter who help look after the grandchildren or children, to support parents to increase fertility. Our existing public housing policy has been successful and should be preserved. HDB shall remain the key developers of housing for 80% of our populations. I urge prudence in changing the ratios, and it serves Singaporeans well in racial and community harmony while meeting the aspirations and dreams of Singaporeans. HDB should challenge, or it could challenge its present parameters and further expand the provision of flat type and facilities to meet the higher expectations of Singaporeans while retaining affordabilities and reach. Example, a new type of flat perhaps could be privately designed with condominium standards or lights, but built and managed by HDB and Town Council without fence to encourage integration with HDB flats around. Sir, I noted that condominium MC does not allow non-residents to share the facility with the condominium residents. Whereas HDB residents felt that it is also not fair for condominium residents use the multi-purpose hall at HDB flat for private functions such as wake. In estate, a fence has divided both worlds apart. It warrants a rethink of the potential impacts on the effort to build a cohesive and inclusive society and preventing widening social impact of income inequality. Sir, in Mandarin. 外国人总是把新加坡的成功归功于新加坡人的3个特征，就是惊喜、惊输、惊无。这3个特征有利有弊，它造就了新加坡人不屈不挠、奋斗向上、求取进步的精神，但同时也可能造成一些负面的问题。 要是处理不好，也会产生唯利是图、功利主义、人情淡薄。这对建立一个包容与团结的社会，难免存在阻力。我觉得大家有必要对成功的定义重新审议。我同意政府着手扩大对成功的定义，不单是追求文凭与物质享受而已。 而是要加强终身学习、活到老学到老、技能培训，为每一个国人创造无限发展与成功的机会，创造共荣的社会。我在此建议 EduSafe Progress Award 可以进一步扩大及加强，鼓励国人自发地发愤图强，对于终身者扩大鼓励与奖励。 有志者事竟成，哪怕是一小步。把 3K 变成 3B， 不惊死，不惊输，不惊竞争。或者，大家还记得2016年奥林匹克5000米跑步比赛，美国选手与新西兰选手在赛中绊倒而互相扶持。 在去年英国马拉松比赛中，一名参赛者 Rich 停下脚步，扶持另外一名参赛者 David 走完最后的赛程。两名运动员发挥了高尚的体育精神，这应该是我们要建立的一个包容、关怀与共荣的社会。Sir. There are many challenges ahead of us with our rapidly aging population, rising protectionism, and the threats of terrorism, just to name a few. However, we are descendants of people who have created a miracle island, and I'm confident that we will be able to overcome these challenges and build a stronger Singapore for our future generations. Thank you.